Hello guys, this is Captain Alex Mason here, and today we're going to be reading the first issue for the Call of Duty Zombies official comic. Now, just a heads up, I will be posting videos on the ciphers found in this book separately and onto the Zombies playlist, since it makes sense to. However, the comic book part, the part where you're just reading it all, that's going to be its own separate playlist. Again, if you haven't already, I suggest you get this in case you don't like my overall commentary or whatever. And even if you don't, I still recommend you support this because they do make pretty decent comic books, and if you really like the Zombies lore, like, it'd be nice to see that they get supported. Anyways, let's continue. Let's begin. I'm going to try and actually save some of these pictures for later, since I don't want to ruin it for everybody. Now, you do know a little bit about this. This is from the Nuketown Zombies map. However, if we look... I gotta find it. If we look down there, it's kind of hard to see. But... like, right up till that point, the name tag we've never seen before. We now know that this is Dr. Schuster. Now, I don't think he's like an alien of any kind. I think that's just a respirator right there. It just looks kind of funky. But yeah, the guy who used to work for Group 935, as it turns out, eventually started working for the US government. Anyways, let's go. As the scourge of the undead spread across every corner of existence, many worlds, many souls were lost, broken, or forgotten. Many, but not all. Sometimes I think about the pain... Oh wait, no, okay, never mind, I screwed this up. This is supposed to be Richtofen speaking. Sometimes I think about the pain that I have caused, the suffering I inflicted on those all around me, in pursuit of my own selfish agendas. It really makes me quite nostalgic. Ah, Rossman, so many secrets, so many layers like an onion. He's an ogre! It's confirmed, he's an ogre! I'm sorry. Dear old Stuhlinger, blessed with the gift of my voice inside his head. Marlton, the engineer know-it-all. Nerd. Misty, the girl who will ensure this endeavor is a resounding success. My name is Richtofen. My name is Edward Richtofen, and I have been trying so very hard. Takes a dramatic pause, waits for the zombie to get shot in or blown in the face, to do the right thing. 270. I'm not even going to try and do their voices because their voices are a little hard. 274. Come on, you have to be a little impressed. Does maintaining proper radio silence mean anything to you? You know, if you got 274 headshots in a row, I'd be impressed. Misty, yeah, radio silence. So she's armed in that picture with the Draken sniper rifle. It's not made quite clear as to why they have Black Ops 3 weapons. When we last saw them, they were in Black Ops 2 world, and none of these weapons were available in Black Ops 2. However, because the mystery box exists, we kind of already threw that whole thing out the window, so they can pretty much they have access to whatever weapons available through the box, no matter what time period it is. He's like, nothing. Useless maggot farm. Then a manhole opens. Actives. The area was clear of any reanimate activity. Yeah, well, freaking glare. Yeah, well, now it isn't. This is going to send my records straight to hell. She's surrounded by a bunch of zombies. By the way, characters, I should have mentioned this before. So far we have Major General / demonic announcer Edward Richtofen, Survivor Abigail Misty Briarton. I'm going to assume that those are American zombies. However, it's not entirely made sure. We can assume that this Like, this obviously takes place like after Buried. However, I'm not entirely sure where this is. It looks like an American town, however, so that's all I know. Alright. So then we see like this bright light, and then machine gun fire. It's a MQ-27 Dragonfire drone. Not that I don't appreciate the light show, but more help would be appreciated. I fully understand the severity of the situation, and I am endeavoring to optimize conditions. The route is open. I'm sorry. That's a little too smart for me. So the other survivor is Survivor Marlton Johnson, Survivor Samuel J. Stullinger, and Survivor Russman. No one knows what his actual first name is. Alright, so we get a close-up view as to like where their current base of operations is, and then she just barges in angrily. And she's like, okay, so that sucked. You know what would be great? More drones with guns. The aerodynamic considerations in modifying commercial drones we have scavenged are not inconsiderable, and I think I'd prefer the chowhounds outside to the rest of this conversation. They were coming out of the sewers and... Wait, I can't quite see it, but there's like schematics and stuff. So he is a nerd, but I'm kind of curious as to what all those schematics are for. I'm trying to keep this out of the lens flare because I'm in my basement right now. What's that? Movement patterns are anomalous for reanimate activity. I will repurpose one of the audio visuals to shit. Well, heck, that smile though. Ain't he a sight for sore eyes? Russman doesn't need this crap. Russman does need some damn grub though. So he's like sneaking through an alleyway. You hear a zombie moaning. Still got it. Russman doesn't remember coming this way, of course. Russman's memory isn't what it used to be. Maybe. Can't remember. Okay, I'm not even gonna try it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I tried. Any rotting creeps want to eat an old man? Yeah, well, you ain't gonna get any of that sneak bullcrap past me. Sees a bunch of boxes. He's like, oh, yay, food. It's a 4-course dinner for Russman tonight. Well, dinner for someone anyway. I got him, okay? Stu? Yeah, Stuhlinger to the rescue again. Just follow me. So he leads the zombies all the way to a claymore trap. You're probably going to want to not step on that, by the way. Yes, I know that it's dangerous. The zombies explode, of course. Russman is getting too old for this. You were too old for this 30 years ago. Are you okay? I ain't, but I'm not any more hurt than usual. What's that supposed to mean? Yes, I'm well aware that the noise is going to draw more of the meat munchers, but you were not offering any better suggestions. You still talking to that friend in your head, huh? No. I just like to have animated conversations with no one. No other exits this way. Russman's hips don't care much for climbing. Well, good news, because we definitely won't be climbing down. Yeah, we also ain't going up. Zombie jumps, tackles Stuhlinger. Son of a bitch. He falls to his ground, somehow managing to survive that fall because of the zombie. Oof. Oh god. Now I'm hungry again. Wonderful. Okay, so background information. For those who don't know, this guy was kind of a cannibal. I say kind of because he ate the flesh of the dead. He was part of a group called The Flesh, and they literally ate dead zombies that they had killed, which, in all honesty, does not sound like a very smart choice, because it makes you wonder why they weren't infected as well. But it's how he ended up with Richtofen's voice. And yes, this would mean that the canon choice for Black Ops 2's buried ending, you would have to follow all of Maxis's orders. Wait, no. No, it wouldn't. It would be the... No? I'm actually not really sure. I think it's still both. Anyhow, it gets a little confusing. There's so many plot holes. Anyhow, we're going back. So he somehow pulls a double-barreled shotgun out from that dumpster. He never had that while he was running, but who knows. Russman suggests less talking and more zombie killing. Did you have that with you the whole time? Fell on it in the dumpster. It's amazing what's just lying around. Right, yeah, amazing. We need to get where we're not drawing them to us. No shit. That's my own 2 cents. It's not actually in the book. Almost there? Surrounded by a bunch more zombies. Russman would have preferred to die with a beautiful woman. I can relate. Not right. That's weird. We're not supposed to die here. I think these chompers disagree. Keep shooting. Gonna, but there's a lot more of them than there are bullets, see? I did what you told me to do. This wasn't the deal. We had a deal. Russman hopes you choke on it, rot breath. Something will happen. This isn't how I die. I don't die. I always come back. Russman is taking you with him. Bright light appears. More machine gun fire. We have our first cipher, by the way. Again, I'm going to keep it separate for the actual video, because this is time-consuming already as it is. Looks like you boys could use a hand. I'm going to attempt to navigate the reanimates to an alternate location by use of the drone. Ha, I told you. We ain't out of this yet, Stu. This strategy is successful, but I do not believe we have a temporal surplus. You heard the man. Run. Egress would be advised. Come on, I got one more to hit 300. And I think I've found my candidate. So this is an interesting thought. Now, it's not quite made clear why or how this happened. But how does he get his body? Like, I know he's been zombified. But how does he end up... Okay, now I remember. So the Maxis ending is the true ending. The Richthofen ending is the non-canonical ending for Black Ops 2 zombies. But anyways, he gets zombified while Primus Richthofen talks to Stuhlinger. Probably because of the fact that he ate zombie flesh. Who knows? But what I don't get is, how did this body show up? Because he never wore any of this stuff when he got reanimated. So maybe this is either a different universe Richthofen, or this is the body that Samantha Maxis once possessed, in my opinion. But what do we know? Russman can't keep this up much longer. Well, I'm not carrying you. This is not an efficient use of our resources. You know, Marlton, you have to have a little more joy in your work. She has her scope lined up for zombified Richthofen. He's like the zombies from Ascension. He knows how to dodge, which sucks. What the fuck? Impossible. You hear that? I hear all kinds of things. Run! Get them up here. We can talk about magic bullet dodging zombie later. Thanks for the hand, Darlington. I would prefer another sobriquet. I don't know. It's a French word, I think. I would prefer to understand a damn thing you say. It's lucky you ended up right outside our bunker. I don't think that's a bunker, but oh well. That's definitely not a bunker. Yeah, lucky. I think this was something other than chance. This was the plan. I told you there was a plan. If this was a plan, it was a bad one. I didn't say it was a good one, or a good plan. I need to get the countermeasures activated. The reanimates are displaying a pattern of unusual behavior. If that means the meat sacks seem to have gotten a whole lot smarter, then Russman agrees. That zombie dodged my shot. Dodged. Zombies don't dodge. It reminds me of Team 4 Star's Gohan joke. Why didn't you dodge? Moving on. My friend says this is the next evolution. Has your friend told you what is coming next? We're needed. I hate zombies. So, once again, another zombie cipher. Again, keeping it separate. And we see Richtofen, zombified Richtofen, ordering the zombies to attack that place. The unusual number of reanimates acting in a coordinated fashion are overwhelming our defensive perimeter. What is he? In charge. Bust through the door. This is not where we're supposed to be. We have a destiny. We don't have to live this way. Zombies get electrified because of defenses. We're not going to live all for much longer if they breach those doors. All we need to do is collect some items from my friend and we can leave all of this. But it was to be all of us. You need to trust me. Yeah, no. Russman doesn't feel like trusting you would be a great idea. I'm inclined to agree with the others here. So everybody still kind of hates him, even though he's kind of right. Now, I'm surprised, because right here, if you look closely, that is the swastika. That is not the Iron Cross. They put the actual swastika on the armband. Which makes you wonder why they didn't do it in Black Ops 3 Zombies. I'm a little disappointed, Treyarch. I'm a little disappointed. Just saying. Just saying. Less talk, more rock. So they're gunning down all the zombies. I told you we can't stay here. That's not fair. I need to reload. That is coordinated, self-directed behavior. I did what you want. I got us together. You're going to have to meet me halfway there. A little freaking help, he asks. Finally, some freaking I'm going to call it a wormhole, because I don't know what else to call it. It's not a teleporter, that's for sure. They get teleported, but I wouldn't say it's a teleporter. Finally. That is fortuitous. You're going to need to thank your friend for Russman. If we can go now, we should, because here they come. All of us or none of us. Someday you will have to explain how this works. Here we go again. Russman is willing to roll the dice. Here we go. Richtofen, the zombified Richtofen stops, and then later smiles about it and they're going to explain why that is in the future, but for now we're just kind of keeping it suspensed. So I'm going to pause this and read the next issue, which I'm going to display the image right here. So this is the concept art. It's got Russman gunning down a bunch of zombies with what looks like a double-barreled shotgun, and I forget what weapon that is, but it's the Black Ops 3 burst fire weapon that kind of acts like the B-23R. But yeah. Alright, I'm Captain Alex Mason, and I'll see you guys real shortly.